day it seems easy for life to be so unclear. But if you fill yourself with the love of your friends, your dreams will come true.
Welcome to week 2 of Unclear. And we are so glad to be back with you. We've officially made a second episode.
Officially now.
So
it's not done yet, but
we're making.
Does one episode qualify you as a podcast, or does it take 2?
One.
One will.
We've arrived.
Okay.
We've already done one season.
All right. There we go.
Yeah.
So episode 2 of season 1.
Season 1, episode 2.
Here we are. Woo! Really pumped to be back with you. I'm John.
I'm Christopher.
Too pumped. Clay.
A little too pumped.
And I'm Aaron.
Yeah, man. We're here to bring a little bit of joy to your life. And thank you guys for all the encouragement after episode 1, man. We've got like 5 fans.
5, including me.
Including us. Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher was watching it and he said, is it crazy that I'm watching this and really enjoying it?
I'm laughing out loud. I don't know if it's because we're in it. I don't know. It's kind of sad, ain't it?
It's a little sad, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And
I don't care if anybody else likes it. We're going to have at least 4 listens and views as soon as we go live.
My wife said it was really good until we got talking about sports. So we definitely have to do a sports section today.
We lost Tiff at the sports section.
Because we're going to...
Shocking.
Well, got a couple of really good things for you today just to cheer you up a little bit. Number 1, we got this news story. Check this out, guys. How crazy is this? Tell me what you would do. Give us a little bit of feedback here. College student sits down on the toilet to be bitten by a snake in the toilet bowl. Is that not everybody's like one of their biggest fears? I mean, honestly.
It is.
Am I the only one that's thought about that? Have you ever had that thought before you sat down?
No, but I mean, I'm going to have it now.
Yeah.
What do you do?
You go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Just what he did.
Exactly what he
ran
did.
out in his college dorm, pants down.
Pants
running,
down.
blood squirting.
No undies.
Yeah.
His mama had to see him.
So there's a video.
Yeah, there's a video of this thing.
It's like gruesome looking. It doesn't show the attack. It doesn't show the attack. It just shows the aftermath.
Sadly, right?
Right.
And crazy enough, it happened in Thailand.
Believable.
Totally believable. Absolutely believable.
Yeah, because if you don't know this, the 3 of us have been to Thailand, and this is definitely something that can happen while you're there.
And I think if we make it to episode whatever in the future, Christopher's got to do his Thailand rush traffic bus story.
I got to find those pictures that with some proof.
You would have rather gotten bit by a snake sitting on the toilet than what happened.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it or give it away yet, but it was
one of the best stories of all time.
Awful yet best story.
So here's the real question that I have for you guys today as we talk about this crazy story. Because again, I don't know about you guys, but I have had this thought of this happening many times. In fact, Clay, you went up to North Carolina with us, where my grandma's cabins are up there.
Right.
And it's a thought I have every time I sit down there. I don't know if...
Just there.
Yeah.
Just there.
I don't know
Has it
about
happened
just
there?
there. No.
No, it's
but
never happened.
finding snakes there is like a common thing. And because it goes unused for so long at a time, like that's somewhere that I sincerely think about, like a snake jumping up out of the water. All right, question number 1. Do you guys check the toilet before you sit down? Be honest.
Yeah, I'd say
you have kids.
I do a slight check.
It's
I'm
a
not
slight
going to
check.
admit
I'm
that
not
I do a
gonna
thorough check.
Look.
And make sure that the seat's not going to fall off and we go.
Right. Because sometimes you just got to go for it.
And you have
don't
little
have time.
boys. You have...
You don't have time to check
Sometimes there's not
sometimes.
time to do a thorough check.
No.
We're going
We've
off the
all
rails.
been there. We've all been there.
Yeah.
But you have little boys.
Yes.
I don't have little boys. So you have to check.
And if you don't, you know instantly if you should have checked.
Yeah. See, I don't have that issue. So Aaron, you check the toilet before you sit down?
Never.
Never. Will you now? Have we
Probably.
given you something new to think about?
I think especially here.
Especially here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have the occasional surprise around here.
You never know.
We do.
Clay said we do. And so, but it's not just snakes, right? I mean,
Not just snakes.
It's spiders.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the bigger fear?
Oh, definitely snakes.
Snakes
I don't know.
is a bigger fear.
I don't
Oh,
like
yeah.
spiders.
But
I don't know. Spider
you
in the
remember-
spider in the shoe.
Arachnophobia.
That's worse to me than the
You
snake
remember
in the
the
toilet.
the movie Arachnophobia?
Mm-hmm.
And there were so many scenes that made you think about spiders, like the guy eating the popcorn.
Yeah.
I believe there was a bathroom scene in
I'm
the
sure
movie,
there was.
if
I
I
can't
remember
remember.
correctly. That just stuff like that. It just shows you how spiders can just hide so much better.
Yeah, spiders hide, and that's the fear for me.
Yeah.
You think you got it, and then you can't find where its guts are because you didn't kill it. So where is it now? So that's what I don't like about spiders. At least you can see most of a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the other question becomes, okay, how long is it before you can sit on a toilet again? Like, or are you going to
man.
hover?
Oh, he's hovering.
He's hovering for
Oh, he's hovering. It was a
come.
python. Now, it was not. You can see a picture of it.
You
It
can
was
see
not.
it online,
was-
guys.
They said
It was a baby
small,
python?
a small snake, and then it showed that picture, and I was like, "Oh, it's 4 feet." And I was like,
Right.
That's
It's
plenty
still
big.
pretty.
That's big to me."
So
The mom said, "What if it was a cobra? It would have killed him."
his,
So that's one way to spin it as a positive
Yeah.
story. Hey, it wasn't a cobra.
he should actually be thankful. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
man.
20 kilometers in metric system.
Yeah.
I told you, metric
Yeah,
system
we
comes
talked
into
about that
everything we
last
don't know. North of Bangkok. So
We
We
have
may have
been
sat on
around
this
that
toilet.
area.
we may be-
Yeah.
we're going to say one of us has probably been in this bathroom.
Yeah. Probably
This
so.
house.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh.
I'm definitely not sitting on a toilet for a while after that. So how are we going to spend this to make sure everybody has a better day now? We're not trying to give you fear, but just be grateful. I guess you don't live in Thailand. And we probably have
No
people that
offense to-
listen.
no
Yeah, we
offense to
probably
our
have people that listen.
Yeah, no
in
offense to Thailand.
And if you have a snake in your toilet, send us pictures.
Yeah, that was going to be my next request.
Okay.
I was sincerely
Sorry,
gonna
jumped
say,
ahead.
No, I was going to say the same thing. Like, if you've done this and you've sat down on a toilet where a snake has been there, send us your story. We want to know how you responded. But I feel like this is a good story to help you prepare on the front side. This is definitely something you want to be proactive about rather than reactive. You know, so maybe check your toilets moving forward.
Yep, that's the lesson for the day.
Yeah.
Check your toilets.
Definitely. All right, story number 2. Here we go. This is another good one. Someone gave a birthday gift of a lottery ticket in Australia that won $2.9 million. So 2 questions. Number 1, if you give the ticket, do you expect to get part of that money
Something.
back? Yeah, something.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'll be honest. Be totally honest. Absolutely.
Like, all right, well, what's a good figure?
Well, don't they have something called like a finder's fee or something like that?
There
would
is a
apply
finder's fee.
I would apply that.
I've never heard of that.
Well, I don't know about that with a lottery ticket, but I've heard the phrase finder's fee. You're talking to someone who's never won more than probably $12 on a lottery ticket. So
that's
I don't have a
all it was.
lot of experience.
Not been an issue.
No, never been an issue. Actually, I take that back. My dad's sister, Starla, lived in Louisiana for a time in Baton Rouge, and I remember she bought me a lottery ticket, and I was probably in the 6th grade. So, she bought the lottery ticket. I believe, if I remember, the lottery ticket either won $50 or $100 as a 6th grader in 1994 or whatever year it was. I felt like I just won $2.9 million, and she did give me the whole amount. So I will say that. But what at $2.9 million? What would you, as the giver of the gift, consider to be an appropriate amount?
Not half.
Not half. So you're saying
Well,
1.4
after
because
taxes.
that puts you
Yeah.
at
How much are we talking after taxes?
That's right.
We
So-
got to go way down.
Well, but we don't know about it in Australia.
But do we need to calculate our amount pre-tax?
Well,
like
we're
tithes?
talking about Australia, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know what their tax system is. I don't know the way that works. But here, what is it? Probably at $3 million, what are you figuring? Probably 40%?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that?
Oh, yeah.
40% tax?
Yeah, you're probably going to send, 1.3 in taxes, something like that?
Yeah, so
1
you're
point-
already down to about 1.6.
Is it even worth it at that point, though?
Do you even want it anymore?
I mean, do you even, is it even worth the deal at that point?
Yeah.
Keep
so,
it. It's
so,
fine.
so let's roll with
Yeah.
1.6. Let's say the 1.6 is the take-home, is the take home
Take a
amount.
home.
Take a home.
All right, take a home.
I'll take a home.
So
That would be a great thing to do. Would be to buy a home.
yes,
If you need some help.
a little bit of a plug. there.
Shameless plug. All right, yeah.
Plug. And so I'm gonna say that as the giver, I would feel really comfortable at 100,000. I feel like that would be a really
He threw out a real number.
yeah. That's
Wow.
He's got that one loaded. He was
that's a
ready.
big number.
Oh yeah, it's a big number.
Yeah, but they still keep 1.5. So I think that's a pretty good trade off.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna go with 100,000.
Let me ask you this. I'd accept that.
Of course.
At what point though does the friendship go south?
Ooh,
Because there's a number.
There's a number.
They give you 100,000, we're
I
cool.
would
They give me
say-
0, we're not cool.
I would
so what's
say under
the
10,000.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you gave me 10,000, I would still probably be like, I feel like you ripped me off, but we can still be boys because I can do
I
something
would definitely
with
take
10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, I mean, I would take it, but you got to admit,
Yeah,
they
that
won
is-
the,
one
the,
point
tr- the
lower.
trust
yeah.
and the good feelings.
Well, I
is
just
gonna
think
be
it
all
depends
gone.
on who gave it to you, how close you are.
That's true.
If it's a family member, I expect a lot more.
He's looking at me as he says that.
If I got this from my brother here,
You know, our mom buys us
she does,
lottery tickets,
and she will not admit that, but we just
Yeah,
caught her out.
yeah, we
but
just
it is
caught her out
true. She
publicly.
buys us lottery tickets.
Yeah, the entire family gets lottery tickets.
And I, in fact, think she prays for them that we will win.
It's all good there then.
But
Yeah.
Pray.
that's all.
There's one person
No,
in particular in our community that calls her out, and I won't say who that is, but he's constantly calling my mom out because he can't believe
Yeah.
out of all of my mom's great qualities that she does buy lottery tickets. But she does. And so what's your number as what you would think would be a reasonable number?
I think I'm somewhere around there. I mean, if I got $50,000 to $100,000, I'd be happy.
50 to 100?
Yeah.
You already
I-
said 10,000 and you'd
No,
be the
I
highest
would
person
take-
ever.
But I would bump it up to like at least 100.
And this is as the giver now. This is as the giver.
I would actually, this is what I would do. I would talk to them and see what they needed. They needed a house, a car.
Yeah, but for 1.5 million where we
I don't
live, you
know.
can buy everything that you need. I mean, honestly, you're
Yeah,
not going to buy
that's
a
true.
mansion,
Right.
But you could buy a really nice home.
That's
you
true.
could buy any car in Augusta.
Yeah, I would do 100,000.
Yeah, Aaron.
I'm feeling generous.
Oh, of course.
I'm feeling generous. Why is there an of course?
I just
He's got a
expected
one up.
this.
You're
He's got to
perfect,
make everybody else
Yeah,
look
you're going to
bad.
make us look bad.
What does that mean?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so after taxes, like we're talking 1.6.
1.6. That's ish.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm happy with $1 million. So I would give
Hey.
600,000.
Oh no! Don't tell us what you would give yet. We're going to talk about
Right,
that in
now,
just a second.
oh,
That's
okay.
another
Okay.
question.
Easy to do that.
What would
This
you take?
is what
would I
as
take?
What would
if
you
you gave
expect?
it like let's say I'm your friend. You
Okay.
gave me the lottery ticket.
Just pretend.
Okay.
Just
what
pretend.
I want?
You're the giver. What, as Clay said, what would make the relationship continue to be
Oh,
strong?
man.
Because you would expect something back.
I'd take like 50K.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
thought you were
reasonable.
about to say 50 cats.
Oh, cats.
He would take
I
that. He
honestly
would
thought
take
that you were about to say
He would
50
also
cats.
take 50
and the
cats.
cat.
And the cat.
So-
Throw in 50
and a
cats
cat.
as well.
50K,
we got a deal?
50K, no cats. 20 grand and some cats.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah, there we go. That would be hilarious. Okay, so now let's shift the question. Now you're the recipient. Sincerely, what would you like to think you would do? Because we know whatever you say, it's probably
Probably not
what
gonna
you're
happen.
Really going to do. But what would you hope if you brought home 1.6 million? What would you
I
like
don't
to
know.
do?
I was telling Aaron, I was like, I would be very generous in giving somebody.
I just mean to the
Right.
giver.
I know to the
Yeah,
giver.
not-
I mean,
not
I
to
know.
your
Well,
own
it's
the
better to
giver.
give than
That's what
receive, so I'd let them have that blessing,
The whole
probably.
thing.
I'd
The whole thing.
keep the
No,
whole
that's
thing
what I'm
and
saying.
let them have the blessing of giving it to. No, I'm
There
just
you
kidding.
go.
No, I think you would like to think that you would want to.
No, I
at
would-
least offer to
I
split.
know I
then
would
they
give,
would
yeah.
say no.
And then
No,
you might,
I'm not gonna.
then I might would say, okay, well, I tried.
Yeah, I tried. At least take $100 grand. They say, okay, we'll say deal.
Yeah.
And a cat.
And a cat. Yeah.
No,
At 1.6 million, I would like to think that I would. I what Christopher said earlier kind of was the way that I was thinking. I would try to look at their life, see what they could really use. Like if they needed a house, I wouldn't give them the cash. I would just, and maybe this is the wrong way to do it because they would be like, I would have spent that money so different than that. But
Right.
I would surprise them and buy them like a house.
I like that.
$200,000, $300,000 home is what I would like to think that I would do. You know, and I mean, honestly, where we live outside of a house, you're not going to go find a $200,000 car in our area. So it's not like you can.
I got a question. What if it's like a white elephant? You know how you bring to the. How does that work? You bring it, like, because I've had lottery tickets given.
Yeah.
Do you scratch them there though, before, or do you wait?
You just show up in a nice car at church next week, and they wonder what's going on.
Nothing was in that lottery ticket you gave me.
That's interesting, right? How would you feel if you brought a lottery ticket to a gift exchange?
Would you tell that person?
Man,
it'd be hard to hide, I guess.
Oh, come on now. If they scratched off $1 million winner, $2 million winner, and you brought it, you'd be like, I brought that. I got to be honest with you.
Right. Yeah, that was my
There's no way you would not say it.
Yeah, you would have to say it. So what do you think you would like to think that you would give?
I think I would give a fair amount. Like you said, like
fair amount.
Like 20,000. No, I'm kidding.
That's not an answer.
What you said, I think 200 to 300,000. Because I wouldn't have had this money if it wouldn't have been for you. So I gotta be more. Yeah. I got it.
What would you do, Clay?
I really think that I would offer them to split it
in half.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I don't think they would accept it. I think they would take.
They would.
I would accept it.
It depends on who the person is, though.
Yeah, I think I would.
No one would turn that down.
But I mean, seriously, if you gave me a scratch-off ticket and I won $2 million, I really think I'd offer to split it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a good man.
But this guy gave it to his wife, so we know he got nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he got nothing. We don't even need to wonder what he got.
Yep.
Aaron, you just said you would be generous.
Yeah, everyone knows
Clay
where
just
we're at
showed you
now.
up.
But I would give about 600,000. I mean, I'd be cool with $1 million.
Yeah, I think that $1 million threshold is just a cool thing to say that you kept.
You got $1 million.
Yeah, I got $1 million.
And honestly, it's probably not going to ever happen. I just look really good saying that I'm going to give half of it. So.
Yeah,
looks good.
It looks good. All right, here we go. Here's another funny one. I thought this was hilarious. Mississippi hunters bag one-eyed gator weighing nearly 500 pounds. And immediately you can't help but think of Chubb's hand and Happy Gilmore. Is this the alligator that took Chubb's hand?
Gotta be.
Do we know where Chubb's hand was bitten off in the movie?
That's what I was wondering. Was it in Mississippi? Or did he end up going down to Mississippi?
Let's just talk about for a minute how much Happy Gilmore impacted.
Get on that, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna
first
look it
time.
up.
Where was Happy Gilmore?
What?
Not even film, but where did it take place in the film?
Happy was from New York, if I remember correctly. I believe that Happy, at the beginning of the movie, when he was trying to be the hockey player, he lived in New York. Which, they say they have those giant alligators under New York.
Roaming the sewers.
And so, as very well, he may have snuck his way down to the deep south, Mississippi.
Through a vast cavern.
But he even looks like, what eye? Look, can somebody Google the picture of the alligator that took Chubb's hand? Which eye was it that was missing? Because based on this picture, this gator is missing his right eye. And so, big alligator.
This gator is missing his left eye.
Chubb's
so
not the same one.
Chubb's is missing his left eye.
So not the same gator.
eye.
But I couldn't help but think about Happy Gilmore. What's your favorite Happy Gilmore scene?
I can't say it. The price is not right.
No, that's everybody. Yeah, the Bob Barker.
Bob
scene.
Barker.
Man,
Yeah.
who would have saw that coming? Bob Barker. Coming
He
on.
said I cannot say.
The price is wrong.
Now my dad loves the wrestler in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
the big
He's
guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was funny. And then Shooter McGavin. What a great golf name.
Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin. All right, Aaron. Do you know Happy Gilmore?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So it looks like it's based off of Manchester, New Hampshire,
Okay.
Right.
but I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
Because it seems like a southern movie. I don't know.
Well,
He did play hockey though, so
yeah.
He did play hockey.
It was
Yeah.
shot.
Not a
Not much
southern.
hockey
Not a
around here.
southern thing. But which team is it? It's one of the Florida teams that
got-
had a good team.
We talking about hockey? I know nothing.
Yeah, I believe.
not at all.
It
Yeah.
has
I
a
believe-
B on his
I think it was
jersey.
the Bruins, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he's the Bruins.
Yeah.
on here, which I think Adam Sandler is an actual hockey
Yeah.
fan, or he was. I don't know if he still is. Yeah, and when I think about Adam Sandler, I always laugh at how he dresses now.
Right.
That's got to be just like an act, right?
you
Like
see
now
it-
he's
did you
just
see him the
taking
other day?
ownership of it.
Oh yeah, looking like a
Like that's
dad
his
bod.
goal now. It's not just because
Oh,
he even
yeah.
likes to dress that way.
Right.
Now it's like I'm expected to dress
Right.
like a bum. I'm gonna wear a hoodie, baggy basketball shorts,
Yeah.
like every day.
Yeah. And he's probably, would you say he's a billionaire or no?
He's probably close to. I don't know. I don't know how much money Happy Madison as a company, because that's his. That's
Right.
his company that like he makes movies with. I'm not sure how much money.
He's worth $340 million.
340 million. But I did listen just the other day. This was interesting because I guess I'd never looked up. They interviewed him on the David Spade show the other day about him leaving Saturday Night Live. And I'd never heard the story, but apparently he was kind of pushed out.
Huh.
And he never hosted Saturday Night Live because he was still angry at the Saturday Night Live people. And I'd never really heard that. So that was really
I did
interesting.
not know that.
It worked
hear
out
him.
well for him.
Yeah, it definitely worked out well, for sure. Who's your favorite Saturday Night Live like movie guy of all time? Not character, but like which guy left Saturday Night Live to make movies? Who's your favorite all time? I'm gonna go Eddie Murphy. I'm a big Eddie Murphy movie fan.
Yeah.
Which he's kind of gotten off the scene altogether now. But I love Eddie Murphy. But I mean, you're talking Steve Martin. Dan
I was going to
Aykroyd,
say Steve Martin is probably up there.
Chevy Chase,
Steve Martin is great.
Martin.
Chevy Chase, because you got
Chris Farley,
Steve
Chris
Martin.
Rock,
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. Oh
Yeah,
well.
Will Ferrell.
He's definitely been probably the most diverse for sure, as far as just doing a lot of different types of movies. Adam Sandler, everybody always says it. He kind of does the same character in most of his movies.
What about-
But hey, if it ain't
What
broken,
about
it
Mike
works.
Myers, though?
Yeah, Mike
He's
Myers.
Man,
talented.
He
He's
is
good.
Yeah, he was one of the more talented ones to me. He
Yeah.
and Dana Carvey.
Oh,
Like Dana Carvey to me is one of the most talented guys they ever had.
he is.
Because a lot of the guys on there, they just kind of have like one kind of that. But Dana Carvey was super talented in his ability to change up roles and stuff. Molly Shannon.
And Jimmy
Sherry
Fallon,
O'Kelly.
John.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Jimmy
John does
Fallon.
not love
I
Jimmy
was
Fallon.
never a Jimmy
What?
Fallon fan, but
Macy
you like him,
loves
but
Jimmy
like you didn't
Fallon.
like his
I didn't
movies and
like
his
him
characters.
on the
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live. I actually
Right,
love
yeah.
him as a talk show
Yeah, he's
host.
great now.
He's
but
incredible.
Yeah.
He's great now.
And
He's overcome.
He does some really good, mimicking of people and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And
He's great at that.
yeah, he does a really good job of that. He's not Dana Carvey to me. I still think Dana Carvey's probably the best at that in Saturday Night Live history. But I like Jimmy Fallon as a talk show host.
Kristen Wiig's my girl, though.
But Sherry
I mean, the
O'Terry.
lip-
I was about to say
lip-
Sherry
You love
O'Terry
Sherry O'Terry.
and Molly Shannon,
and
Anna
Maya
Gasteyer,
Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph,
You
And
love
Amy
Maya
Poehler.
yeah, there was a
So
great.
is there any we don't like? Would
Other-
it be best?
other than
would it
that,
be best to call out? Should we
oh,
start from the
man.
bottom?
I wasn't a big Chris Kattan fan.
Really?
Oh, I love Chris
I like him
Kattan.
in some of his roles. Like
Some
I
of his
love
roles are okay,
Mango.
but he can be he
But
can be
I
a little
hated
annoying.
Mango. I hated Mango.
Mango.
I'm
That
not a
one's for
fan
Josh
of
Phillips, if
everyone
he's
that's
listening.
currently on it. I'm
Yeah, I
not a
don't
fan.
don't
like
watch
it
it now.
anymore. I just think the writing is bad. I'll tell you, maybe the one to me that may be the funniest that I laugh out loud the most at is what's his name? He got kicked off the show too, but he ended up being the writer that played Burt Reynolds on Celebrity Jeopardy.
Dana
yeah.
Carvey?
No. He still does some stand up. Come on, guys.
Hammond?
No, not Hammond.
I can look it
Come
up.
on,
I
somebody
guess.
help me out. But he played Burt Reynolds, and that's my favorite sketch of all time.
I know who you're talking about. He was on that.
He's real dry sense of humor, and he was in Billy Madison as a TV role. As a movie
he
role.
didn't he host a show on?
Norm
Norm
McDonald.
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 I laugh out loud the most when he did sketches on Saturday Night Live. I love Celebrity Jeopardy. I love Burt Reynolds on Celebrity Jeopardy. So we got to move on. We just got off
sorry.
target. So that was a lot.
We were
Way
talking
off
about
topic.
alligator.
Topic.
So now, if you want to talk about unclear, we are completely unclear as to who our favorite is. But now he's
Yeah.
got a list pulled
That's
up.
right. Well, we had him up, but alligator.
Yeah, which is where we started.
But that alligator.
You ready for my punchline?
All right, here's the punchline.
500 pounds, right?
500.
Think about if he'd had both eyes. Ooh, how big would he have been? Huh?
501.
501.
Maybe.
Right over it.
Maybe. I don't know. He's
man.
probably got a pretty big eye. Maybe even 502.
You got to have a big eye.
Have you ever wanted to hunt alligators?
Not at all.
I have.
I have big time.
It is a
I got
dream.
into the
Really? That's a
what's
dream?
What's
It's
the
one
alligator
of my
hunting
bucket
show?
lists
Would
that
not
I
have
would
pegged that.
love to.
What's the alligator hunting show that everybody got
Swamp
big on?
People.
Swamp People. And at the time when we lived in Gainesville, our best friends there, Wes and Kim Smith, they were really good friends with the starting center for the Falcons. What was his name? He played for LSU, but he played for Atlanta for forever, starter forever. He was really good friends with, who was the famous Swamp People guy that got really, really popular? He was like the real rough guy.
The one that had him and his son were doing it together.
I think so.
I don't know their names.
Well,
we were-
the
Todd
center for
McClure?
the Falcons
Shoot
and
it,
he
the one that
were
said shoot
really,
it.
yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
They were really close, and he actually brought him to Gainesville one time, and
That's
Kim and
about
Wes
right.
were going to try to get us to go meet him, but we didn't get to go, and I really hated to miss that because I wanted to be a guest on Swamp People with him really bad.
You'd have fit right in.
Yeah.
Fit right in.
I also have always wanted to kill an alligator. Have you ever been to the Okefenokee?
Oh, yeah.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
I've never been.
I've never been.
No? Aaron?
No, nope.
You never been to the Okefenokee?
The Wrights family that I go on vacation with, they never will stop for me. I ask them every trip.
It's the
I
wrong
ask them
family
every
then.
trip if we can go to a gator farm, and they say
Clay would have
nope.
stopped.
I would have
I've
stopped.
been on trips with Clay.
We'll go wherever.
He'll stop. So there we go.
All
right.
right.
One-eyed alligator
One-eyed alligator.
and
There we
Saturday
go.
Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. Yep. Swamp People. All this good stuff. Clay's got a really heartwarming story that he had found. For those of you who are looking for something that a little more of a tearjerker.
Yeah, this is just like a feel-good story. So,
He's trying to pull it up. Give him a second.
yeah. So we got to get some better Wi-Fi here. So this is a former... Get off the guest network.
Yeah.
This is a former hospital security guard who's now employed at the hospital as a physician.
That's really cool.
Huh? Is that not
Pretty
cool?
cool.
It says here we go. Here it's up. So this is in Baton Rouge. This is right down. He may have killed an alligator. Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge. General Medical
Water
Center.
boy.
He's been there for about 5 years. Great movie.
Speaking,
Dr. Russell Leday.
Russell, that sounds Baton Rouge-ish.
As Baton Rouge-ish. Yes.
Yes.
So awesome. It says he worked here, and it said for years he would try to stop and ask the physicians and ask the nurses questions. And some of them would give him some time, some wouldn't. But he made his way through school
Yeah.
and has now become a physician. He's actually on the front lines working with coronavirus patients right now.
Very cool.
I think that is an awesome story.
It is. So now that you've read this story, have you ever had any experience like this with anybody in real life? Has done anything similar? I've got a guy. Why I'm asking that is because it's really cool to see that. One of the guys that spoke into my life early on as a pastor named Sam Chan out of Atlanta, but he was the custodian at Beulah Heights College in Atlanta. He moved here from India, and he was the custodian. Ended up having someone encourage him to join the school. Joined the school, went through school, and is now the president of the college.
That's pretty good.
From custodian. So that's what that story made me
Yep.
think about. Just seeing those people who,
I think it has a lot to do with people that, are in these situations, but highly motivated.
motivation is the key.
Highly motivated. You can fly right a long road with a middle of the road career.
Yeah.
But these guys that want more
That's right.
and they see the opportunity there and they take it. I think it's pretty good.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Very cool. You always wonder if, like, he's got the guy like Rudy Rudiger had.
Yeah.
Rudy.
The guy
Yeah,
that's
standing
like,
in
working
the
with
tunnel,
him.
just
standing
just
the guy
cheering.
that's been the custodian or the security guard in his case
Right.
for longer, being like, brother, come on, go get
Yep.
your medical degree. Pushing him and encourage you. Very cool story though, very heartwarming.
Yeah, this guy's also a Navy veteran too, so he's not he's not an unaccomplished guy prior to that. So he's done good. I just thought it was a very good story.
Yeah.
We need more of that, and we need less judgment of people in those kind of positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's definitely not we need people to do all levels of stuff.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was encouraging.
So what you're
I'm
saying
not going to
is
make fun of him. Just thought it
what-
was a great story.
what you're saying is we need to go to Baton Rouge, stop along the way in Mississippi, check out the one-eyed alligator. When we get to Baton Rouge, we need to meet this guy, then go beyond SWAT people. I mean, that's basically what we've come to
That's what we can do.
through our storylines today.
I'd love
And
to
then
see you in a
check the
boat
toilets.
with a gator. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, very cool. So another thing today is going on to TV, another TV show, and you're gonna again we're gonna give you this with caution. Yellowstone. You a Yellowstone
Which I have
guy?
not watched
What?
yet.
No.
Just been there.
You haven't watched.
That's what I was gonna say. Is but both
Seen the
guys
real
have been in
thing.
that area.
Been there, no
You've
big
been
deal.
there.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah,
there.
you've been there. You've been there. I've
Yeah.
not been there. I know Aaron's not been there.
Dang, Aaron,
But-
that hurt.
He started kayaking recently,
Yeah,
so
man.
he's about ready to hit
He's about ready to hit the-
He's about ready to hit Yellowstone now. He's about ready to go live on the Dude Ranch for a little bit.
Get the
So,
brand.
I
Gotta get the
saw-
brand.
And for those who are watching that have not caught up to season 3, I'm not going to give it away.
Man.
So no spoilers.
No
Man.
spoilers.
No spoiler. Have you watched any of it ever?
No, I've walked through the living room and heard it. That's all I got to say.
With who? Who was watching? Say it.
No, don't do it. Don't say it.
Our mother, Ruthie Belangia,
Wow.
Ruthie loves Yellowstone.
cussing. She's gonna be so mad at me.
She is gonna be so
She's
mad.
going to kill you. But Mom tells
She
me all the
doesn't
time
really love cussing.
that she loves the show.
She does
She
love the show.
wishes it wasn't as much cussing as it is.
But it sure doesn't stop her.
Yeah, it doesn't stop her. But there's a character that's kind of one of, if not the, who's the main character in your opinion? Like if
Beth.
you were, yeah.
Beth.
Right.
Period.
Okay, Beth, period. Aaron, you don't watch it,
No.
right?
Man,
Character name
we're
Beth,
on an island here.
Beth Dutton. I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about her other than there's an awesome shirt that I want to get my wife. It says my wife is somewhere between a Psalm 31 woman and Beth Dutton. So I feel
That
like
gives you a
that's-
good contrast to
yeah,
Salt.
it gives you a lot of space to
Yeah.
work in.
Pretty much everything.
We'll have to watch it, Aaron.
Everything.
Yes.
It's an amazing show, but I did see after season 3 ended, there's a big cliffhanger. Maybe to me, and you watch more TV shows than I do. I'm more of a movie guy, and I don't know about you guys. Probably the biggest cliffhanger at the end of a season. I mean, there have been some big ones, so it's kind of hard to compare, but definitely a really big cliffhanger.
Oh yeah.
And
I think back to some of the old ones. I don't know if y'all watched Lost. Did y'all ever
Oh,
watch that?
yeah.
Oh,
There were a couple
Dude.
crazy cliffhangers
yeah, there were some
on.
really big
dude,
ones.
I'm on season 6 of Lost right now.
We don't need Aaron watching Lost, if I'm
What?
honest with you.
That's awesome.
Because all of this is just going to wreck his world, blow his mind. He just saw a new movie that was made by the creators of Inception. What was it called?
Yes. Oh man,
Tenet.
what was it called?
Tenet.
Tenet.
Yes, that's
Yes.
it.
I haven't
Have
watched
you
it,
seen
but I'm going to.
It's
Well,
insane.
Aaron said it's
Yeah, I heard
crazier
I
than
heard no. It doesn't make any sense.
Dude,
Yeah, Aaron said I left
I'm gonna
not
have to
knowing
watch
what
it
was
3
going on.
times.
And that's kind of how Lost is at times,
Absolutely.
where you're going, all right, I have no idea.
No
what's
idea
going
what's happening. And you think you figure it out. Yeah, where are they going? That's not right at all.
I love those movies.
on. Yeah.
I love
Well, you're
them.
going to love So is this your first time going through Lost?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised at that because it's definitely a show that I can see you immersing yourself in.
I'm very excited about it.
Well, it has some big cliffhangers, but this one may be in Yellowstone season 3, one of the biggest cliffhangers.
No doubt.
So the question that I saw was there's a possibility Beth Dutton does not return for season 4. There were some tweets apparently that have been leaked. So
Somebody's
does the show-
got to go. We already talked about this.
Yeah.
Like, not to give anything away.
Does the show
but
make it without her though?
it's not the same.
No, it's not. You don't really know
Although,
that.
I have no clue.
although Game of Thrones threw us for a loop right off the bat
Yeah.
when Ned was.
Yeah.
We said, how are they going to do this?
Well-
Ned's gone,
Yeah.
and then it went right on down the road.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think they can weave that. She's too much of an integral part of the show
I guess you'll find out.
I do want to move to
in
Montana now.
12 months.
Just so we're on, just so everybody's aware. Because I don't know if those of you that are watching know much about our area. You can't cut down a tree limb on our lake.
You can remove the river up there.
In Montana, you can literally move a river because you own the river. And so I'm like, I'm in the wrong place. But anyway,
You also need a lot of money. They got
Yeah.
they got a lot of money, so that's part of it.
It costs a lot of
Otherwise,
money
you'll
to
be out
live
there with a
over there.
shovel.
yeah, but I was talking with someone in our church that's from the Cashiers Highlands area, and she said it's the same thing here now. She said like Highlands in particular, she said are just millionaires that are buying everything up. trying to kind of move everything that was out, everybody that was there out. And so now they're trying to kind of do what the billionaires are trying to do in Montana.
Oh, knockoff millionaires just trying to copy the cat, the billionaires. Right?
Now, I will say this.
Pitiful.
You may not have watched the show. Have we all eaten at Ted's Montana Grill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
You
think
think I am, right?
I don't think I have.
No.
All right, I'm putting in a plug. Everybody needs to eat at Ted's Montana
Where is a
Grill.
Ted's around here?
There's one downtown Atlanta, like right downtown. There's
Yeah,
one
I have
in
not
Buford.
been there.
There's one in Cumming. There's several in the state of Georgia. You know, is Ted Turner? I believe he's the largest landowner in the United States of America.
He's trying to. I don't know if he's done it. I know he was running into a lot of opposition. He wants to own a land bridge from Mexico to Canada.
No way.
He wants to be able
Oh,
to.
wow.
Yeah, that's
To
what
go from Mexico
he wants
to
to be able to
Canada,
go to
never
Mexico
leave
to
his
Canada,
land.
and never leave his private property.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's land.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
All right now.
But,
So-
but talking about Lost, what's his,
But speaking of
Lost, what's his name? Was from Lost in Yellowstone. The new character that came in season 3, who's fly fishing in the river.
Oh, yeah.
He's from Lost.
Yeah.
And then a lot of Lost characters. And then Kingdom. Been
Yeah.
watching Kingdom. Lisa's from Lost.
Yes.
She was
Yeah,
in
she's
Lost.
from
So
Lost
a lot
as
of
well.
connections there. So see, you can springboard this.
Yeah.
Into some other
we can
stuff.
get into some new
Start
stuff.
following some
watch it.
characters.
Yeah.
here.
So I don't know if we're at the end of this conversation. We're telling you it's unclear whether we're telling you to watch Lost or Yellowstone.
Right.
Yes. Both.
Definitely
Yes.
watch Lost. Definitely.
Did you watch Lost?
Nope.
What?
What?
Wait. I
Man,
just
we
did
gotta
it.
we have to find some different topics.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is catching me off guard here. Lost.
I didn't know we were going to Lost either. Aaron brought us in
But
on
when
that
Lost
one,
was
so-
out, that was when you had to watch it week by week. It wasn't on Netflix yet, and now I just
Or you could wait and buy the box set.
yeah.
Yeah. What,
At the end of the
what
season.
movie
I
was
could
it where the
never
girl was trying to
afford
get
those.
through it? Is that Just Go With It? The Adam Sandler movie? Was it the little girl? There was a movie where the girl was trying to get through Lost, but she wouldn't let her little brother. Nope, This Is 40. It was the girl on This Is 40. She was trying to get through it, and she kept telling her little brother, "You're too young for this.
Too young.
Too young."
Well, you better be prepared for Yellowstone.
Yes.
It's TVMA.
Yes.
They don't hold back. So a little bit of language.
Got to go to the train
a
station.
little bit of violence.
That's what they do. They
Little
take
bit
people to the train station.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, now a new movie came out, and I know Christopher's ready to talk about this one. I'm sure,
Sure.
because
I am.
we're both more movie guys than we're our TV show guys. Mulan just came out. So did you see it?
I haven't seen the first one.
I haven't either, Clay.
What?
I knew it was going to happen eventually, but I got to be honest.
Oh,
I was going to try and fake my way through it, but I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
It's
You
so
haven't
good.
watched the original.
No.
Do you know the theme songs? Like any of them? Because it's got a great soundtrack.
I know you know it.
Sing them, and I'll tell you if I know them.
John, go for it. Sing
Not
some,
gonna
sing
do it.
some Christian
I'm
Aguilera.
no Christina Aguilera over here.
Well,
Well-
it doesn't really matter.
Tell me what you thought about the new Mulan. I'm going to tell
All
you
right.
what I think, but then we're going to shift gears, and I'm going to give you something we can all kind of talk about
Okay.
when it comes to Mulan. Since
We'll see.
Aaron didn't see it, Clay didn't see it.
Yeah, he's got to.
Yeah.
I saw it twice just so I could give it another
course he
chance because I
Disappointed.
I heard a quote on what the year's most beautiful letdown,
Oh,
and that's true
man.
because it was visually beautiful, absolutely
It
beautiful.
was, yeah.
It had so much potential, but it was no spark. There was no Disney magic for me.
They
Just
took
missed
the
the mark.
songs
Well,
out.
yeah, they took all the music out.
no
so
music. And it's one of the great soundtracks for
It's-
Disney.
Who made that decision? That's awful. Decision.
Here's what I heard. Check this out. Did
Who
you
made
hear
that?
why?
I don't even
Did
need
you
to see
hear
the movie
why
to
they
know if you
didn't
take
do?
the-
I read something that said the reason they didn't do it is because they wanted the singers to be Chinese. To which I'm going, you couldn't find?
one Chinese singer.
I've heard several good Chinese singers.
I've heard
The
them-
guy that took over for Journey is from the Philippines and is unbelievable.
Right.
Give him a
There
call.
are Asian
out of
people
all
who can
the people
sing.
in the world. Yeah.
That made no sense to me.
Well, just give me an Asian. They don't even, yeah, right. They don't even have to be
Right.
Chinese.
Yeah, they don't.
Right.
I mean, they cast everybody. You know, I think
Right.
the
Nobody looks and says they're not really Chinese.
right.
We apologize if this is offensive to
I would
anybody
say
in the
it's
Asian
offensive.
culture.
They just don't need to be white. We just have some dark skin.
Yeah. And so that's what I heard was because
I did not know that. I just
I
thought
don't
they
know.
were
and they took the dragon out.
Mushu.
Mushu. Do that again.
Mushu. That's what the leader of the ancestors. That's how he talked to him. Anyway,
Yeah. The leader of the ancestors, in case you don't know.
but there was parts of it where they would play the instrumental of.
Oh yeah.
And you felt it. You
But they never
you
broke
started
out.
teary eyed, but then they would just rip it back out, and it would just be awful.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think the fighting had potential to be great because it was like that Crouching Tiger, Hidden
Yeah,
Dragon type
exactly. You know,
kung
that
fu.
type of stuff.
I do.
Like we're
yes.
floating on top of wood, but
Running up sides of
somehow you're
walls and
still
stuff. Yeah.
you're not breaking that piece of bamboo with your weight. I don't know, but I wish it would have been more.
Yeah, it was definitely a letdown.
But it had your guy in it, Jason Scott Lee.
It did, and I'm a big Jason. Do you know who Jason Scott Lee is?
I do.
He's the guy from Dragon, the Bruce
I
Lee
do.
story. I thought he did an incredible job playing Bruce Lee. But I was also disappointed that her love interest wasn't the
Shane.
general. Right. He ended up being
Right,
just some
Clay?
old guy.
Exactly. I mean,
And she ends up, and
crazy.
The friends were so funny
They were funny.
in the original, and in this one they were just a little bit funny.
Just a smidge.
Especially the one that ate all the time.
Yeah.
He was one of the best characters in the movie.
Yeah.
But it brings me to the question. So here's the real question I want to ask. How do we feel about Disney shifting to live action?
well, that's what I was about to say because I can at least chime in on this.
Yes.
Most of the live action has been great. I think.
I do too.
I mean, you know, Aladdin was good.
I'm going to be alone.
You go,
You can't tell me you didn't like Cinderella.
No, listen, for me, the beauty of Disney and the incredible thing that is Disney is because of the creativity and artistic nature of the way that they did their movies. People have been filming live action for so long, and I don't know. It's just something about Disney shifting to live action. It would be a great movie, but for me, it's like you're trying to compare them to originals because they're all movies that have already been done.
Yeah.
In my opinion, if you were going to shift to live action,
You would
do
do a
new
whole
live
new
action.
concept of it.
Yeah. Because it's hard. For example, I love Will Smith. Bad Boys for Life, baby. All the way. But you can't compare his genie character with Robin Williams.
That's
Robin
true.
Williams is just one of those iconic Disney characters for me.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, for me, I'm just like, part of what makes Disney Disney is the creative side. And especially if you take the music out of it. You know, at least
Yeah.
with like Beauty and the Beast and some of that, they kept some of the songs in. Like, I don't know. It just
And
kills
see,
me.
that argument could be made for a lot of movies, though. But Disney's doing it with their own stuff.
Yeah.
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 It's kind of weird.
Because I'm not a remake guy either. Like when they redo movies that are older.
Right.
There are a few that I loved. I loved The
It.
Longest Yard.
So there's your real issue. It's not Disney.
Yeah, probably
I
so.
think we've uncovered the
Yeah,
real issue
I
here.
think so.
It's the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And It
I think
was
you're
a
just
great-
predisposed to dislike them because I think they're a great new twist.
Yeah.
So I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong.
So it's
how about
crystal clear now.
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
No,
I
I do enjoy them, and I think you're right. Robin Williams is one of those characters that it's almost, he's hard to ever
Right.
duplicate or try to be. But Will Smith did a pretty good job.
I thought he
He
did
had to
good,
put a
but
little bit of a
John
twist on
didn't
it.
love him. in it.
There's
I
only-
thought he did
I
great.
Probably
thought
my
he-
least favorite role he's ever done.
I thought he was
Well, I said,
original,
I
though,
thought
to
he
me.
was cool. I thought he was great.
I feel like he
think
didn't
Will
try to
Smith is
be
a-
Robin Williams.
He
I
tried
felt
to
like he
be-
was trying
He
to
definitely
be.
didn't. I'll give him that.
He brought a whole new
I felt
flair
like
to
he was just
it.
a new
Tried to make
genie, and
it
I thought
his.
that was what was cool about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I don't know.
I did like, obviously The Lion King with having, the real animals and stuff. I thought was a really cool thing. The Jungle Book was like all CGI,
That was pretty cool.
but it looked good, but it wasn't as exciting to me as
But Cinderella, I'm gonna say it again.
he's gonna say. it
Listen,
again,
Cinderella,
is where it's at.
you'll cry your eyes out.
Yeah.
So
I
Lily
didn't watch
James,
the remake of Cinderella.
they just added it to Disney
saw
Plus,
that. I
so
saw that.
you should give it a shot.
Arabella and I were just talking about that the other day.
Anywho,
Well, Luck is all excited. We'll have to you need to quit talking bad about it because Luck just bought $25 worth of Disney stock.
Oh,
right.
$25.
What does that get you?
He's in it. I don't know.
.00000.
Some shares. I don't know. It's down there. But I think he lost $1 on it. Then it went up $1.
Because of that, I'm going to say everybody needs to go watch.
And I think he
Mulan.
decided to sell.
So you got 26.
Yeah, he decided to sell.
I don't have any stock.
So he's going to day trade.
Nice.
Do you have a lot of stock? Is
Not
stock a thing you do?
Not a lot, but yeah, I have some.
Nope. Nope. I don't have enough
Aaron,
money.
any stock? I have zero as well. Zero. I wanted to get in Bitcoin at one time.
I did too. I
We
actually
missed
wanted
that
to.
one. We
Yeah.
missed that one. Did you see the kid that was like he bought his first Bitcoin when he was like 12, and then now he has like so many of them. He's like one of the youngest millionaires from Bitcoin ever. I was like, could have
So
been
I'm
me.
guessing that Bitcoin's not a thing anymore.
Oh, it's a thing.
Yeah.
still.
It's just not as.
But it has gone up drastically from the original. So if you invested
You
early
can't-
on, you made a lot of money. I'm sure Aaron's got some conspiracy why Bitcoin is like the devil or the
I
Antichrist
don't
or
on
something.
that. I don't on that one.
Yeah, need to get in Bitcoin.
Other topics we can talk about. But
Yeah. All right. Well,
Let's
we don't
move
have
on.
much time.
Yeah, we're almost running
where
out of
are we
time.
at? Like,
So we're at 46 minutes.
oh yeah, we need to shut her down. So here we go.
man.
A couple more things, real quick. Number one, let's shift to sports a little bit for my wife because I
Okay.
know she'll be disappointed. Mike
So
Tyson.
she can fast forward to the 46 minute. And just
Yes,
be smart.
I'll let her know. Mike Tyson fighting again with Roy Jones Jr. What do we think about this, guys?
Man, I'm pumped. I'm excited.
Oh, me too.
I am excited.
Man, I'm so
Me
excited.
too.
I've already ordered my Tyson Ranch T-shirt.
Oh,
Nice.
And if I'd have known we were going to talk about it today instead
You would've wore it.
of 2 months from now when the fight really is, I would have worn it.
Right.
Well,
So I'll wear it in a couple months
yeah.
when the fight's really happening.
who would have ever thought that he was going to make a comeback?
I would've.
Did you hear his interview about like training? He said,
Do his voice, John.
Yeah.
I don't need to start training again, man, because if I start training again, then my alter ego is going to come back. And he said, before he ever agreed on a fight, like he was already talking about like why he wouldn't even train anymore because he
he was
said
gonna get in
he
that
was
zone.
afraid that my ego was going to come back.
Yeah.
And so I'm
That's
like, not only are you training, you're back in a fight, bro. So what does this mean? Like, I mean, it's crazy.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's exciting.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
My
for sure.
favorite Tyson quote ever, though.
Uh-oh, here we go.
You got to remember this when he lost. I don't even remember which fight it was, but he said at the end of it, he said that he was just going to fade off into Bolivia. Do you remember that?
I do.
Do you remember
yes,
that?
yes.
He's going to fade off into
Fade off
Bolivia.
into Bolivia, man. Do you have a Mike Tyson voice? You
No,
ever try
I
to do
can't
it?
pull. I can't
You don't want
pull
to try
that
it?
off.
I'm not going to try it right
Come
here.
on, man.
I'm going to wait till
Man,
no
everybody's
one's in
got
the
to
room.
play with a Mike Tyson voice. But man, I
Yeah,
grew up.
you can put the lisp on it, but
Lisp
you
any
can do
day,
that.
but
I can't get what you just pulled off.
I've
That was
never
good.
been like a boxing fan. I did watch.
Oh,
So
man.
like, I watched when we first moved here. I think you were here for this when the big fight between the guy from
It was
Manny
Mayweather,
Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao and who was it that he was fighting at the time where it was that big?
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, we watched that
Money.
one. I was pretty excited about that. I was a fan of Manny Pacquiao and things I've read about him and stuff. But when I was younger, I really did love Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah.
Like, I just thought he was the baddest man alive. And I guess people that grew up with Muhammad Ali, all these people, they all feel the same way. But like, I mean, where does he stack all time?
It's that comparison thing again. He's up there in his own tier for his own time.
Yeah.
The 90s, the 80s, and that was
Right.
a different era where you just had these big heavyweights just
yeah.
knocking each other out. I mean, that was a cool era. Muhammad Ali, greatest of all time.
I would say. I mean, you can't argue against him.
No.
Can't argue against him, but wouldn't you have loved to see
That would have been awesome.
Tyson Ali?
I just would
or
have
some of
enjoyed
these
the press
guys?
conference.
Oh yeah.
Just the press conference alone.
That would have been good.
Because I was a big Holyfield fan too, obviously because of the faith thing.
Yep.
That was such a big part of his life. His story is really a powerful. If you've ever heard him tell his story coming from such poverty, it's an amazing story. So when he and Tyson started fighting, I was really torn because I was a huge Mike Tyson fan, but I also loved Holyfield, where it was like, oh man, I don't know who to pull for. But so who you pulling for in this one?
Oh, Tyson.
Yeah.
All day.
Tyson.
Yeah,
Are they going to get gassed in round one?
absolutely.
Because
Is it going to be like my dad and your dad fighting? Is that what it's going to be like?
I think they've agreed not to go for the knockout.
Mike Tyson's going for the knockout.
yeah.
You know he
Listen,
can't, even if they agree.
Listen, even if they agree, he catches Mike one time with a good one in the nose.
It's over.
Tyson's going for the
Tyson's
knockout.
gonna lose control. He's going to bite his ear off.
Bite his ear.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then the other one that was real crazy that Christopher brought up was the Novak Djokovic deal where he was in the U.S. Open, wasn't even looking, just hit a ball backwards.
I don't even know, was he mad or was he just
He was
hitting?
frustrated.
He was
at the
frustrated,
point,
right?
But he wasn't
Yeah.
trying to hit the chick.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
And then they kick him out of the U.S. Open. And to be honest with you, he didn't look that, surprised.
Rules is rules.
His face when it was in slow mo, he was like, I just messed up really bad. That's what his face looked like to me in the video.
And it didn't look like he hit it that hard.
No, but she
when
went
you're talking
down.
about somebody like that's got that much power, it's probably a lot harder than we think.
And it hit her right
It hit
in
her.
the throat. So
And if you hadn't seen the video, I mean, I'm sorry. It's fun.
It is funny.
It's hilarious.
funny.
He drops her like a sack of potatoes. Like, she never saw it coming.
no.
And she's, down to the ground.
Yeah, she
I mean,
went down.
she's fine, so it's good, but it's hilarious.
Man, what a heartbreaker.
I guarantee he'll never do that
Number
again.
one player.
It's
I don't know. You probably
It's one of those things. I was a college tennis player.
Whoa.
Here we go. We worked
No
it
big
in.
deal.
So I will say,
No big deal.
for those of you who don't know what it's like to be in the heat of competition, I was in some really nail biters.
Yeah.
Where you just lose it for a second. You're not trying to. It's kind of like Mike Tyson biting the guy's ear
Oh gosh.
twice.
Twice.
I mean,
The heat of competition at the
Yes.
collegiate level.
it is in the NAIA.
We'll never understand, Clay.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I guess I'm the only one on the panel that can really get
Yeah,
this.
we were never blessed.
Did
enough,
you see
Clay.
this video? Aaron?
I think you could relate to the line judge better than you could relate to Novak
Probably
Djokovic.
right. You're probably no. I'd be more like the guy sitting in the top section
Oh
Yeah.
man,
watching the spectator. So yeah, it was a crazy story.
too
I'm
good.
taking it you didn't watch the U.S. Open.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Did you see the clip?
No, not
It's
yet.
funny stuff.
You didn't see the
watch it.
clip
Gotta
of
go
her
check it
getting
out.
hit?
I'm excited about it now.
Yeah, it's funny stuff, man. And then NFL kicks off tonight.
Yeah.
So fantasy football is in full swing. And you're a fantasy player. You're a
So-
fantasy player.
For the first year ever, I did auto pick.
No,
Yes,
you did.
Yeah, you did. You didn't notice that?
Bro.
Oh, we
no,
were
no.
trash talking him the whole
yeah,
time.
I didn't know who we were trash talking.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was me.
Aaron, I'm disappointed in you,
I
brother.
didn't time it out right. I was driving. So
It's one of those things you pull over for, am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
You got to choose.
For those of you who want to get in fantasy football, you're a loser if you auto draft. Okay. Christopher's not playing anymore. He's retired.
No one asked me. Let's be clear on that.
You've told me no every
When?
year. So the
We're not.
last
Let's not fight
2
here.
years.
But I will say this in your defense: the first year I ever played fantasy, which is like 5 years ago, I auto draft and I won
Boom.
to $150.
Look at
What?
it.
Boom.
Yeah, so you might win.
okay.
Here you go, Aaron.
So-
Let me see if I can get this clip here.
He's going back to Novak. Just so everyone knows.
He's dying laughing.
Clay's really into this clip. And so he's going to throw that to Aaron right there. And so
Successfully.
while he's watching that, give him your fantasy football tip of the week.
Start your lineup tonight. The first game is tonight.
Don't
Go ahead
forget.
and have your
don't
roster
forget.
set tonight. That's my
Yeah,
tip.
that's your tip. All right. Auto draft.
No,
That's not your tip. Any players they need to stay away from, in your opinion?
no. I'm not really caught up right now, so I'm not going.
We don't even know who's playing.
Yeah, I don't even know
mean,
No,
what's.
it's,
I don't even know what's going
it's,
on.
I mean, who's going to sit out?
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
even. I don't
Yeah.
know
But
what's going to happen.
tonight is the
So I have
Chiefs and
nothing
Texans,
to
right?
That'll
offer.
be a good game.
Coming out the gate with
Deshaun
Mahomes and
getting
Deshaun.
paid,
Deshaun
boy.
Watson.
Yeah.
Our Gainesville boy.
I went
got
swimming
to-
with him.
Yeah, I got to
a
hang
few
out
times.
with Deshaun a few times in high school. Great young man.
Yeah.
Awesome. When he played at Gainesville High, when Christopher and I were pastoring up there, got to come to some church stuff that we were
Like
parts
that.
of at different times. And Did you see what he got paid?
I didn't, but I
What
know.
was it? 260?
There's
260
something
million?
like that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that awesome?
that
I mean, he's
crazy?
a great guy. Great guy.
He really is a great guy.
And I'm really pulling
These
for
football
him.
contracts are finally getting up there,
Oh,
but
man, it's
baseball's
getting
still
crazy.
where
But
it's
it's still
at.
not guaranteed money.
No, it's not. It's not guaranteed.
These guys, it's nothing like it is for the NBA or baseball.
It's
where-
almost the equivalent of like us pledging to give half of the money when we win the lottery ticket.
Yeah,
$600,000
exactly.
million. That's awesome.
yeah, and then
It's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed. Yeah. So, Aaron, what's your tip for fantasy football? Looking at the NFL this year, I know we got some fans out there that are listening that they are not. It is
Well-
no bueno watching the NFL for them.
I'd like to point out that I steamrolled last year, and then I got taken out in the first round of the playoffs.
That was sad. That was.
So, like,
was
I lost like 3 games, I think.
Wow.
So, my advice is,
I won the league, so I'm not upset about it.
yeah, of course.
Weird,
But
huh?
You needed to though, because didn't you lose half the money?
I
So you
lost
needed
all
to
the money. Listen,
You needed to win to cover
Listen.
your losses.
I drafted what's his name? The Ravens quarterback,
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, and like he was my backup choice,
Right.
and he ended up having like a record breaking.
That's where the
where
leagues,
you win.
The leagues are won on that breakout star.
that
Nobody
you don't
knows who the
expect.
breakout star is. Yeah.
Exactly.
And you hope you
That guy
have that
you
breakout
got in the 7th to 10th round that
Yeah.
ends up breaking out and becoming a first round pick.
Yep.
Well, I'm excited about football kicking off. I think the ACC kicks off tonight as well. University of Miami playing tonight.
Yep.
The U.
The U.
Where's David Newberry at?
The U. Yeah. I think all the ACC plays this weekend, so it's going to be an exciting weekend to have a little bit of college football. Your guy, number 1 quarterback recruit,
Oh, the one we were looked
Brock
up the other day?
Vandergraaf,
Yeah.
is playing against the 5-star quarterback for South Carolina.
How about that?
On ESPN tomorrow night. So
Man.
Gunner,
How
his
about
name
that?
is Gunner.
Man.
So you got Brock Vandergraaf. Does that
Sounds-
sound like a quarterback
Brock-
or what?
Well, not
And then Gunner, what was his last name?
we might have to do an episode of best sports names.
Yes.
One day. But yeah, Brock Vandegrift
Griff,
just
not Graff.
screams
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. You were
private
destined.
school
You were
quarterback,
destined, yes.
5-star recruit.
Exactly.
But still, nothing beats Colt McCoy. We
Colt
say this
McCoy
all
is
the
the
time.
best.
Colt McCoy, University of Texas starting quarterback. Dudes, give it up.
Yeah,
no
it's
one
not-
else stands
no.
a chance.
No way.
Best ever.
No way. So, yeah. So, exciting weekend for sports. So, there we go. So, I think we've been unclear today.
Very
Long
I think
and
we were
unclear.
accidentally too clear. So
Unclear.
unclear. Check out our new artwork.
Yeah. Our
Courtesy of
intro.
Our
Tiff
intro
Belangia?
video,
Yeah.
intro
And
song.
man, we are really
Tiff
doing this thing right.
Belangia Media.
Artwork.
Thank you. A huge thanks to Josh Phillips.
Yeah.
for our theme
Josh,
song.
yes, thank you for calling that out. Josh Phillips wrote and what's the word? What do you use?
He
when you,
Produced.
He
Produced.
produced.
No, but I meant like
and,
when you-
he
he
wrote the instrumental. Is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
And recorded.
Wrote and recorded. I wrote.
He's the
I
maestro.
wrote the theme song lyrics today, and I hope
Composer.
you guys enjoy those.
All right. I haven't even heard him yet.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
I
Clay
wrote
somehow
the
has
song.
already heard him.
Yeah, I hope y'all like it.
So starting
Poured my
next
heart
week,
out.
our plan is to have some call-in guests. So get ready for that. That ought to be exciting. We're going to try that out
Yes.
next week live
As it's happening.
as it is happening. So we're going to do some call-in.
We're going to put them on speaker in here so we can hear them like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Don't forget to go to our Patreon and give us.
That we haven't set up yet.
Because
No, if anybody, if
So you
anybody
might want
wants,
to forget immediately. Just do it next week.
if anyone wants to send me to Montana for a trip, I would be grateful because I want to go to see where Yellowstone was filmed.
it was in Montana.
Chief Joseph Ranch.
Yeah,
Was
but
it
you were in
Wyoming?
Wyoming.
Yeah, I was
But
in
it's all
Wyoming.
right there.
Okay,
It's all
yeah.
the same. I mean, if you right.
Wyoming, Montana, it's all the same.
I mean, but
Yeah.
in that general area, it's
Yeah.
kind of the same landscape, right?
North. America.
North America.
There we go.
All right, guys.
Well, this has been episode 2 of Unclear. Thank you guys for joining us. Hey, get it around. Let everybody know there's a new piece of entertainment that everyone needs to be engaging. It's going to make you smile every week. So we'll see you guys next week.
Take care, guys.
True.